You know, a lot of people are singing right now, and the song they're singing is he or isn't he going to run? And I was reading today, as a reaction of your appearance yesterday on Fox News Sunday, that it's probably 91% sure, because somebody else said 90% that they're in.
Right.
You said, how
Everybody
about
says
91?
90%. No one says 91%.
But you're in? You're going to run? You're not going to run?
Well, I'll know by the end of May, and I'm looking. There's three things you got to do well to be competitive. Got to have a message. I think I've got a good message about I'm ready to be commander-in-chief on day one, and next time around, make sure you're choosing someone who understands that part of the job. Been in the Air Force for 33 years, been to Iraq and Afghanistan more times than I can recount, so I feel very comfortable I would be a good commander-in-chief, and the 1% who've been fighting this war for the last 14 years, they would be the purpose of my presidency. Number two, I think I've been a problem-solving conservative. Said no to Obamacare, but we got to say yes to something. But at the end of the day, message means, can you get the money? Can you raise enough money to put an organization together to be competitive early on in momentum? So for a guy like me, exceed expectations at Iowa, be a crowded field. Can I carve out a niche in Iowa? Finish in the top tier in New Hampshire. I'll win South Carolina. Then after South Carolina, it's down to 3 or 4 people. That's sort of the theory of the case. The means part, I'm still looking at.
You said something yesterday about the money, too, on Fox News.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it, isn't it?
It
The
is. I mean, it's a business. I've seen campaigns.
Hillary's supposed to, she's shooting for $2.5 billion, billion with a B?
And that's not enough. You know, some people have problems that money can't fix.
She's one of them.
The only way we lose to her is beat ourselves.
Yeah, because it seems to me the United States is not ready for.
If you're looking for new, she's not new. She's tied to the failed foreign policy of Barack Obama. The Clintons have a different way of doing business than the rest of us, and that's wearing a little thin. She was the architect of his foreign policy. They sold Obamacare. Bill and Hillary did better than Obama. So really, at the end of the day, she is a backward-looking candidacy. If you want a third term of Obama, go for it. She's your bet. But I really think people are going to be looking for something new. And if we don't beat ourselves to death, don't beat ourselves, we'll win the White House. There's a reason it's hard to get 3 terms as a party.
Foreign policy is where Lindsey Graham soars, and I say that as somebody who's watched your career closely and know you, and I consider myself a friend of yours. Let's talk about your negatives. Let's talk about what people say about you. Lindsey Graham is too moderate. He's too willing to roll around with the Democrats. Amnesty, Grahamnesty. You know, you've heard all of that.
Yeah,
so what do you say to people who have legitimate concerns about domestic policy and immigration?
Here's what I say about immigration. I want to fix it. I'm tired of yelling about it, and you'll never get an immigration bill through the House, the Senate, and signed by a president that doesn't have Democratic buy-in. We all want to secure our border, and count me in, because if you can walk across the street in the country, you'll continue to have another wave of illegal immigration. We need more legal immigration, and you're only going to get that from Democrats if you deal with the 11 million illegals. The things that Republicans want: a secure border, more legal immigration, E-Verify, controlling who gets a job, is part of a process. As to the 11 million, they're not going to walk back to Mexico or wherever they came from. Many of them have children and grandchildren who are American citizens. Criminals are not welcome. The first thing you do, as to the 11 million, you kick out of the country people who are bad actors. As to the rest, here's the deal. Biometrically identify yourself, pay taxes, pay a fine for the law you broke, pass English proficiency exams, a 10-year bar before you can even apply for a green card, and get in the back of the line of the country where you came from. If you're from Mexico, it could take 15 to 18 years. To me, that is a practical solution that will get some Democratic buy-in.